apologize. It's me, Kaiju, here with Palm Top Tyrant.
Ah,
Okay, and Historical Man.
I have ascended to heaven after this. Please
Oh.
help.
Okay, and Matthew.
3.
And Cross is coming. He's eating right now, so he's going to be a little late, but that's okay, because at the end of the day, we love and appreciate our friends, unless we don't, because then we bully them endlessly until they cry. Anyway, welcome to the podcast, and today's episode is about phobias.
Hey, my dude, I think you need to change the title because it's still wrestling too spooky
It
on
says,
Twitch.
fucking hang on, update information.
I mean, my phobia is Nia Jax, but like honestly,
Nia Jax scares the shit out of me, bro.
she's not like most girls. She injures everyone.
I'm not like the other girls. I cause bodily harm.
I'm not like the other females in this female Homo sapiens in this room.
Yeah, you have a penis.
Yeah,
What?
my monster food.
Oh, dude, that's what scares me. Food.
Bro, you're having a great, nice time and dinner, and you're about to lay down your date, and then suddenly, like, bam, she's got a dickaroni. She's like, "Oh, sorry, I thought you were bigger." You're like,
Oh, Jesus Christ, that would probably scare me. More than some other things would scare me, though, but, that's mainly because I find them to be kind of silly phobias. Like, what's it called? Tryptophobia? Fear of holes?
it's not a real thing. It's
Yeah.
not a real thing.
Yeah, well, you know,
I unironically have that.
come on, Historical, it's just a hole.
It's not just a hole.
It's
a hole
just
in
a
your
hole.
skin.
It's not just a hole in your skin.
No. I mean, if we're being fair here, a urethra is just a hole.
Yeah.
So does that mean Historical looks at a urethra and he's like, ah?
Oh.
No, I don't look at my own pee-pee and be like, ah! I'm not like that.
I don't know. I think you would yell. You're the type of guy that would yell at his own pee-pee.
You yell at your own pee-pee.
I do. We hype each other up.
Yeah, you try to get it to work.
Yeah. Whoa, let's go, little Jake. Yeah, let's go, Jake. Yeah.
I mean, if we're being fair here, I think Palm is actually what scares me the most.
Aw, dude, I'm so fucking hype.
He's
Kai, I'm gonna be at your door. Literally, you'll be in bed. You'll be tucked into your onesie pajamas and be like, it's fucking time to go!
No, that's not what the phobia actually looks like, Palm. No, that's just weird.
I fucking hate those though.
Alright, here you go. Here you go. You want the real one? There you go.
Stop!
Dude.
Stop it!
Oh, okay,
Fuck!
I'm gonna put that in the banner, but can I just say this?
Don't put it in the fucking banner!
Yeah, I'm putting it in the banner. Well, we got to.
Don't!
It's scary, but can you imagine jerking off with that?
Ah!
Dude, it feels spongy. You would never get it out. It would get stuck in your holes.
Good for his pleasure.
Matt, have you heard of the Suriname toad?
I think so.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think so. Oh my, yeah. The one with the babies in the back?
Yeah.
Fuck that shit, dude. Nature fucking sucks.
No, it doesn't. You're just being a pussy.
That shit's fucking gross, dude. Like,
Pussy.
whenever I wanted to leave school early, I would just think of that shit and try to make myself vomit.
You would actually vomit at that?
Almost. I almost got there.
Come on.
Mainly the hand. Mainly the picture of the fucking hand. Cause fuck that picture.
Here, for you,
It's not that bad.
Matt. Here you go.
It's not that bad. That's not that bad either, I guess. I guess it just doesn't bother me.
Yeah, well, you're not normal.
You're not normal.
Yeah.
Well, like, sure, I get
Alrighty then.
It's more of the idea of having something inside you that bothers me, but like, just the holes. Just the holes. That doesn't bug me.
Okay, listen.
It's just bizarre.
Yeah,
When
it's
you said-
bizarre. Go ahead.
When you said the idea of owning, of having something inside your body, I'm actually curious. What do you mean by that?
Worm.
Mm.
I guess that's a very quick way of describing it, but like I remember as a kid, for some fucking reason, thank you Animal Planet, I would watch a bunch of shows on there, and occasionally they would have a show about a parasite, and specifically the tapeworm, and
Oh
that would
no.
bug the shit out of me, because then I'd be like, oh, I eat steak a lot. Is one of those
Oh
fuckers in me?
no.
Yo,
Or
you
even
think-
worse, like a canduru. You know what that is?
Uh,
What?
You know what
A
you know
what?
what a canduru
Oh,
is?
what?
the one in your eye?
No, the fish in the Amazon that
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
swims up your dick.
Oh yeah.
Ah!
Dude. Wait, is that the one that eats its way out?
It uses its gills to drink your blood, and it smells.
Oh.
It's attracted to the smell of the urine, and it confuses it for a fish, and it does the same things to fish in that it goes into their gills and does that. But
That's why you
yeah,
gotta
it's
pee in
it's going up your
bursts.
dick.
You gotta pee in bursts, or not pee in the river.
Turn it into a
Well, I mean-
shotgun.
But that reminds me, like, there's another thing that scares me a lot is the idea of there's a part of your body that isn't really you. Like, speak on the topic of fish. You know that one parasite that bites off the fish's tongue and becomes the tongue?
Oh,
What the
Oh, yeah,
fuck?
yeah.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
yeah.
That
The
ironically,
the bug. I saw that fucked up movie, and it still haunts me.
Can hate that.
Not a
the-
movie,
the-
it's
the
reality, boy.
tongue-eating mouse, the
Ugh.
tongue-eating louse.
Yeah,
That scares the shit.
that was fucked.
Thank God it only
Right.
happens to fish.
Oh right.
For now.
So imagine like a little parasite walking up to you, being all like, "Hey, bitch, I'ma eat your tongue."
Also,
To become it.
I'm gonna put on some scary music just to make the tone right.
It's gonna be the Benoit theme.
No, I was going to make it royalty-free music. How dare you? Because I thought we were
Can't wait to pay
professional.
royalties to Benoit.
I have to pay loyalties to our lady piece.
Yup.
Do you have any idea how upset I'd be if I had to pay royalties to Benoit's soul? Like, he appears at the front of my bed and he just points at me with glowing red eyes. Give me royalty.
Another major phobia I had, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've told Kaiju this before, but it's the fear of my being eaten. I have a major fear of that.
I can understand it.
If an animal says, "Oh, that thing could consume your corpse, your decaying corpse," I'm like, no. I'd much rather be burned alive than that because hey, at least my ashes will exist.
Mm,
Fair.
I
So
guess
it, like-
it's... Go ahead.
So is it just the concept of being eaten per se, or is it just like being eaten alive or something like that?
It's the concept of being eaten, man.
I
That's
feel
not the way I want to go. It's just oddly terrifying to me. Like a bullet, I'm fine with. Not being cannibal soup.
I'll
I'm
be
not fine
shot,
with
but I won't be vored.
Yes. I'd much rather have my head blown off than that.
Hello?
Oh, hi, Cross.
Hello.
Are we
Cross.
on? Are we streaming?
Yes, we are on.
Yes, we are live.
All right. I'm still in the middle of cooking, but I will say this: fuck you for posting those pictures of the holes.
Yeah.
Everyone
There's some
hates
good
him.
holes.
It doesn't
There's
bother
some good
me.
holes.
It's
Oh,
That's
Cross,
that
Cross.
shit makes my skin crawl.
Cross.
Yeah, but why does it make your skin crawl?
Because it's unnatural. It's not supposed to be that way.
So does things being out of the ordinary bother you?
Not necessarily, but that specifically triggers something within me that makes my skin crawl. It's just I guess the fact is that it's invasive. holes are are a sign of some form of invasive thing. Something had to create that, whether or not it's like natural or if it's like a disease or whatever doing it. But it's a physical invasion of my body. It's stripping away not only what I have, but also my own physical like outer defenses. It's like a psychological thing, all right?
I see.
feel it.
It's just
I see.
it's just a total form of invasion, really.
So you too dislike parasites.
Yes.
I dislike parasites, but it's not specifically parasites that I don't like about it. It's just that by its nature is just so grotesque to me.
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
I think this might be just like specifics with people, but like sometimes when it like occurs in nature, it's not that big of an issue. Like I can look at like pomegranate seeds and shit like that and not think like, oh, that's disgusting. But like,
Yeah, for me that's fine because it's like it's sort of like, well, it's supposed to be that way. Like the reason that shit bothers me is like it's people who like overlay pomegranate whole seeds or whatever onto like another picture, and it's like onto like somebody's foot or whatever, and you're like, gross, ew, that's not supposed to be that way.
Or like
I guess it's also a sign of something being horribly wrong, but horribly irreversible, because like you're not going to be able to recover from that shit.
You could recover from that, I'd argue.
No.
No.
Just put some flex tape on it. You'll be fine.
Exactly.
power of Flex Seal, you could repair anything, even the broken relationship.
Using the power of flex, I fixed my tryptophobia.
Okay, okay, I know Kai has one big phobia though.
I mean, it's banner.
Yeah, the ocean.
No. It's not the ocean
specifically that fish.
No, it's not specifically the pogfish.
Just to demonstrate the power of Flex Seal, I cheated on my wife and ruined our relationship. And now I'm gonna repair my marriage with Flex Seal.
Huh. But yeah,
it's
it
the
is.
fear.
It's the deep ocean and like large, unending feeling bodies of water.
So you're fine with like a lake that you can see the ends of.
If I can see the end of a lake and I can feasibly swim down it and swim back up, it's not the same thing.
Or, but if it's the
But how
ocean-
would you know that swimming down and swimming back up part? You wouldn't know until you were already in it, and it would be too late.
Because you can somehow. You can and you can't tell at the same time. Like, you get that feeling.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you there, Chief.
It's
Because like
it's
I've
tough
been
to
in a lot
describe.
of lakes, and I'm gonna be honest. If you can touch, you normally can't see the bottom of them.
Yeah, I know. So when you can see the bottom, sometimes you can get a picture of how deep it is. And it isn't really the same, if that makes any sense. But looking down at any body of water and not seeing the bottom just instinctually fills me with dread. And
So basically, what you're saying, Kai, is that you won't go on any fishing trips with me.
well, I'm staying in the boat. I'm wearing a life vest. I'm gonna bring a
Give some
helicopter.
water wings.
I'm gonna order a
floating.
helicopter rescue if the boat slightly tips over.
Oh man, these waters are a little pushy today.
Hi, if you scream, you'll get more water in your mouth.
Guys, shut the fuck up.
Also, I think one of the reasons I may or may not have thalassophobia, and yes, I know what it's fucking called, is
Nice.
because I have nearly fucking drowned, and it was very traumatic.
Oh no.
I also have experienced a near-death scenario in the water, but that's never made me develop a fear of the water.
Well, it's just I was already a little unnerved by the water, but I feel like
No.
that experience cemented the idea of, oh my god, this is the worst way to die. I would much rather have anything else than this, because
You want to know? Never mind. Continue. You told me that story before, haven't you?
yeah, I was drifting away from like a group of people, And it's funny too. There was this video that I was watching. I linked it in the Discord server, where this guy he was talking about how he was drifting away from a group of people, and how he noticed that everybody suddenly seemed tiny when he looked back.
Oh, fuck that.
Cross. I can hear you back.
Yeah, I can hear it. Crossy. Okay.
What can you hear?
I could
Your
hear-
background
we-
sound.
Yeah, we could hear it.
Hear what?
Background noises.
Yeah, the background noise.
Yeah, I was like, my roommate was talking with me for a half second.
Oh, okay. Sorry. But
That's all
Cameo.
That's 5 squats, by the way.
okay.
Cameo.
Fine. 5 squats, and I finish my reasons for being afraid of the ocean. Aside from it being fucking
Hell yeah.
terrifying.
Let's fucking go. Alright,
It's
pro
the-
tip everybody watching. Every time Kai says sorry, I get him to do squats. It's fucking great. He says sorry so much less now.
There. 5. Okay. So
You're getting good at squatting though, aren't you?
yeah, shut up. But
Bro, your thighs are
Turn it
gonna be
off.
fucking built.
to end it off,
Squat.
You're gonna have ass cheeks that clap and have thunder.
Let me finish my fucking reasoning.
I needed
I don't
30
want to
squats
die
per day.
alone. That's it. It's the idea of dying completely alone that bothers me. Like, not
About the deep
emotionally.
ocean?
It's one of the reasons. It's the idea that you are completely alone and nothing is there. It's just an endless sea of nothing, and nothing will know that you
Well-
died.
Here's the thing that I'm gonna switch around for you. I can
Don't.
kind of agree with that, but I think the greater fear of the ocean is not that nothing is there. It's that something is
Yes,
there.
and I don't know what that something is. And that's
Let me
another reason I
explore.
don't know.
We haven't explored the ocean completely yet, and that's what terrifies me.
Yeah, for all I fucking
Yeah, we've
know,
got like
Cthulhu is
better
laughing
maps
at me.
of like the fucking moon than we do of our ocean floors.
Which
Yeah.
is fucking crazy.
So
Like,
It's, imagine what horrific. Like, you know what we found down there, though? That
What?
actually
Goblin
terrified
shards.
me? No. Okay, you know the movie The Blob?
The Blob? Yeah, I know the movie The Blob. Which Blob? Hold on, the 1950s
you
Blob or
always
1970s
mention it.
Blob?
The character.
you
the
always
character.
mention it.
Like the creature, yeah. Like the pink creature itself, right?
Yeah.
The blob
yeah.
boy.
Go ahead, go
The
ahead.
blobby boy.
They found a massive amoeba, like the size of like a shoe, just down there.
Ooh.
What did it consume?
Small life forms.
Gross.
Cringe.
Let's fucking go!
Matt goes down there.
Matt
Gets
goes
eaten.
down there and never comes back.
He doesn't want to come back.
It's just, I don't know what's down there because like anything could be down there. Anything.
I could be down
Yeah.
there.
The greatest threat to ourselves is our own imaginations.
Yeah,
That's
and I
deep.
have a fucked up imagination.
Yeah, like once you see whatever it is, it's like, okay, this is infinitely less terrifying. You know, like what they tried to do with the movie Them, where they were just like, they are coming, or like, what is them or they or whatever, the whole thing. But then it's like you watch it and they're just giant ants. It's like they're like
Oh.
they are indescribable, they are horrifying. It's like no, they're giant ants. We know what a giant ant looks like.
Or the movie Alien, where it specifically never showed the alien until you saw the movie.
that's good.
Oh, yeah.
Which then again wasn't exactly helpful because the alien was still kind of fucking terrifying.
Hey, hey.
Oh yeah,
No
the
mo- hey,
alien
no
No
movies.
movies.
No
No
movies.
movies.
Oh,
No
sorry,
movies.
I'm sorry.
Wow,
Oh,
that's like
that's a
20.
bunch more
Nice.
God,
Anyway,
dude,
Let's call it 20. Let's call it 20.
No, you said
You just you want to say it again?
fine. You guys talk.
yeah,
Anyway,
baby.
what are we? Do we still want to go on the topic with the ocean? Because I have another thing to bring up.
Sure.
Oh, go ahead.
I would say this is more of like a. I guess it's a less universal fear or whatever, but a phobia / fear I have of myself. It's when it comes to like my creative works, like video editing and everything, I'm just constantly afraid that I've leveled out. You know, that I won't be able to get better, and like I see all these cool and interesting things that people do online with video editing and everything, and it's just my own personal fear that I'm like not good enough essentially, and that I will never get good enough.
I feel that, honestly.
That's very existential, dare I say.
That's a very existential phobia, yeah.
And I feel
Oh
it
yeah,
too.
it's not like a
I
very
was about to say,
solid
is it?
phobia of like anything, but it's like a very existential sort of thing. Essentially, that I myself am full of hot air. Like,
I mean, I wouldn't call that existential so much as I would say that as like a fear of performance. Because like something existential would be like my existence is no longer here and I was never worth anything, versus like I'm afraid of actually doing my skill well.
I would argue those things connect, at least with somebody like me. I do sort of value myself based on my own artistic skill and like the ability to do that stuff, and so I would feel if I could not do this stuff, or if I really was just worthless at this, it would make me question my own raw existence, really, like what I've been doing with my entire life up until now.
Right. Okay, that makes more sense as a whole. Like, because it is such an integral part of your being that like you would feel invalidated if you weren't getting a certain kind of response back for your hard-earned effort and such.
Something like that. Something like a response, yeah. It's more so a response of myself, I guess, than like necessarily the response of others. How to put it? Here, I know we said not to bring up movies, but can I bring up one scene from a film as an example?
Fine.
The council approves.
Okay. It would be from the scene from the Miyazaki, or well, not Miyazaki film, but the Studio Ghibli film, Whispers of the Heart, in which there's this visual metaphor that they go for where the main character is digging at a wall filled with gemstones to find her own gem among it. And she retrieves a stone that's glowing and cups it in her hand, and as the light fades, it reveals that she's not holding a gemstone, but holding a dead bird.
Yikes.
Damn.
So in essence, it is that fear that once you refine yourself or try it to dig at this whatever thing that you have, it's revealed to be garbage.
Shit.
That's surprisingly depressing.
It's depressing to me, but not terrifying.
Yeah, it doesn't scare me as much as it makes me sad.
It's a fear I have.
I understand.
I get what you mean. It's just like you don't want to tussle and toil towards something that ends up inevitably being nothing.
I mean, I'd argue that fear and sadness are like cousins, almost.
They're related.
Oh,
but
they're
not the
Alabama
same.
cousins.
They're related, but they're not the same. It's not like anger and sadness where they are inherently linked.
Right.
I would say fear is more instinctual than either of those two things.
Yeah.
It's a lot more primordial, I would say.
Because other animals experience fear more than they experience like sadness and shit.
Yeah, and that's what I kind of think is nice about fear, is it's somewhat universal. You know, next to everything can feel fear.
Although humans are allowed to be more irrational, like with fears like fucking holes and shit.
Yeah, except for Gary Busey, he does not feel a damn thing.
Dude, I'm afraid of his fucking like smile. Holy shit! Look at that thing. It's dangerous.
He could murder thousands and not feel an ounce of emotion.
You know who I
It's just a job.
Go on, historical.
The one man I believe who has no phobia is probably oh god, I'm going to say it. I firmly believe that one of our never mind.
Never mind.
What?
Can't just do
You
that whole
don't
entire
finish-
lead up and
finish
then just
your-
say
don't
fucking
finish your
nothing.
sentence, Rob.
Holy shit!
Who's a friend of ours? Can I mention her name? Derg.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's pretty fearless.
we do not endorse the Herg's actions or the material they
I
create.
do. They're funny as fuck.
I do not. I hope they never do that shit to me again.
The
She
Herg's
has
actions are fucking great.
absolutely- That person has absolutely no fucking fear at all because the moment she sees something, she's going to do it regardless of consequences. And that is terrifying to me. The most terrifying thing to me, on the subject of phobias, one of the more terrifying things to me isn't that, what makes me scared. It's this thing's scary. It's this thing can't be scared. That idea to me is more terrifying than anything, because my mind pictures it as, what has this person seen to be this desensitized?
I don't think that's true, though, inherently. Unless you have somebody who's, like, quite literally had that section of their brain taken out or absolutely just destroyed, I don't think you can ever actually have somebody who is not afraid of anything.
Yeah,
I think if you're desensitized enough, you definitely can get there. But it just kind of depends on your attachments, your experiences, and yada yada. A good example would be gore. Any sense of gore. Some people just see the sight of blood and they'll just be like, "Oh, I'm gonna faint." And then some people went on 4chan in the early 2000s and just kind of "Hey, it's gore."
Still mad. Go ahead.
So what are you mad about?
I'm still mad at Matthew, by the way, because one time we were scrolling through Facebook and I saw some shit like that.
Fuck.
It still upsets me.
Fuck. Okay.
Alright, what upsets you though?
It was intense. Can I talk about it, or would we get banned for that?
We're a small channel.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
small.
I mean,
So-
you can talk about it as long as you don't show it. I think
I'm
you're
not
fine.
showing it.
Fair enough. I don't know how the fuck this got on Facebook. It was from 4chan, I think, but it was a guy who had shot himself, and his corpse looked like Sid from Ice Age, and the text said Ice Age 5, Sid meets his brother.
Yeah,
God.
that's
Holy
Facebook,
shit, that's
having a
great.
great fucking
that is
time.
Holy
fucking funny.
fuck.
That is fucking hilarious.
And I saw that shit, and I was just in a funk for the entire fucking day.
It took me a second to register what the fuck it was.
I'm not even gonna
Bruh.
lie. For a couple minutes, I was worried Matthew was following blogs like that, and I was like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Nah, that's that. Sometimes shit like that will just pop up on edgy Facebook groups, being like, "Hey guys, I'm posting gore."
Or edgy Discord servers.
There's a reason I have limits on my Discord server, and please ignore the fact that I am a Discord moderator, and I may or may not weigh 1,003 kilos.
No, that's a Reddit admin. No, that's a Reddit moderator. Discord moderators.
How to fuck?
No, they are not any better. Don't you fucking.
I was
imply that
saying
they're better.
they're the same. They're the absolute same.
Usually they are.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was nice. That was nice to see. And on the topic of gore, I feel like when it comes to movies, most often to not, I'm not bothered by movies and shit. You know, I can watch a Saw movie and just be like, oh, cool. But I see something in real life happen, and it immediately changes.
Well, yeah, because that safety net of fantasy is no longer there.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's kind of interesting, isn't it?
No.
I don't know. I mean, that when it comes to real life gore, it's just that's part of the human body kind of being a fascinating thing in general.
I mean, listen. Take it from the guy who's probably seen one too many explicit Vietnam War pics. I've kind of just grown. Oh, that man just had his brain splattered against a wall. That okay.
like between a lot of explicit pics that I probably hadn't seen at various different ages, like, and then seeing actual people's bones get snapped, like either falling from half pipes or just b- arms that probably should go in different directions. It's just like
Icky.
I. It's icky, but it's like, oh man, that's kind of sick.
Radical!
Oh yeah, I just broke
Like, bro, I just broke my leg. It was like, you feel anything? Like, nah. It was like, sick.
Stimulate.
It was like, can I touch it? It was like, well, I need you to carry me. I can't fucking walk.
Yeah, but can I touch it? Can I put it in my mouth?
Oh god!
God, of
Well,
course,
the
Bai
reason-
was so quick to put a bone in his mouth.
Palm sees
The reason they wouldn't feel anything though is because they're in shock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Palm-
like a lot of the time, it's just like the unreality, the surrealness of like having your own fucking bone broke, and you're like, well, I guess this just is what it is.
Kaiju breaks his femur and Palm just laughs at him.
I mean, I would laugh and be like, "Oh, can I touch
Wait,
it?" And then I'd
wait,
probably call like call 911.
Wait.
I would ask to touch it before calling 911.
I have to take a picture, you know. I gotta post it on Instagram. Me,
Yes, I-
guy's got a boner.
Guys. So, historical, you said I broke my femur, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna post it.
The stream can hear it. I don't know if you guys can.
I can't. What?
I cannot.
Oh, good, because I don't want you guys to hear it.
Femur.
But
Anytime
the stream is live.
Imagine breaking your femur in real life, and then somebody says, "Ha, nice SCP reference."
Imagine
That-
some
that
dude
is-
imagine some dude throwing your dog in the oven and saying, "Haha, that's a JoJo reference."
My mother.
I will say, in terms of like medical phobias, I guess the femur is like the one bone I'm most fucking horrified of breaking, because it's so it's so fucking solid and big that like that shit breaking is gonna be like unbelievable to even imagine.
I can handle
I
it.
mean, the
I'm a
one
man.
bone I don't want broken, if I'm gonna be honest, is my
we
spine.
assumed you're gonna lie to us.
Yeah. I don't want my spine to be broken because I don't want to be. I don't want to go from historical man to crippled man.
That's a cop out.
What do you mean? It's a cop out.
No.
I know a bone I wouldn't want to break. My penis.
Oh, your toe?
Oh, I know a bone I wouldn't want to break. Kaiju after going to the euthanasia lab. Not the
Whoa.
euthanasia.
Oh, wow.
This is a
Haha, get it? Euthanize?
castration.
I'm gonna euthanize Kaiju.
Yes.
Ah.
Why'd you say that in the third person?
I was trying to be historical.
Oh, fair enough.
I meant to say castration, not euthanasia.
I was about to say that that was really dark. Holy shit.
I was about to say,
When
do
your
you
dog
really
keeps up in
wanna-
your legs, so you put it down?
You might as if you listen. You might listen. If you're gonna get castrated in my eyes. You might as well.
Speaking of castration, let's talk more about Historical's dog.
I don't have it.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, rest in peace.
I can tell you more about it in DMs, but that actually fucking sucks.
Sorry.
Did not know.
No, the dog is, as far as I'm aware, the dog is very much alive.
The dog's alive. It's just. I told Mom. It's fine.
Okay.
I texted it to him.
Alrighty. Well, moving on.
Can we talk about? I want to talk about my phobias, if that's cool.
Go ahead.
Break it down.
Talk about your little bitch boy phobias, the things that little bitches get scared of.
Well, this is exactly something a little bitch would get scared of, but I fucking hate centipedes.
Ah, dude, they're gross.
I am fucking terrified of centipedes.
Why?
I don't know. They just got They got so many legs, and they're like vicious little motherfuckers. They're just terrifying.
You're a vicious little motherfucker.
Like
Centipedes are fine.
they can just like they can get really fucking big too, and like fucking kill like damn near anything. I hate them.
Hey Matthew. I
What?
can show you something that's centipede shaped, and it also gets very big.
Centipede shaped.
Imagine if your dick was the shape of a centipede.
Good God, I would fucking like maybe consider calling a doctor.
You're just like, hey baby, how you doing? And you whip it out.
Listen,
Oh.
No, skip the doctor. Go to a fucking priest at that point.
no, listen, no humanoid being on this planet will save you then.
I will say I'm not fond of millipedes either, but like centipedes are the fucking worst to
I
me.
feel like I dislike millipedes more because they're stinky. This isn't even a joke.
They smell bad.
Yeah, that's actually like their main defense. But the issue is apes
Uh-oh.
figured it out, and apes realize that it's good scent, so they rub it on themselves.
So wait, apes rub millipedes on themselves to like get that smell.
Yeah.
So basically, what you're saying is, uh-oh, stinky.
Yeah, that's something that scares me. You know, shitty memes.
Haha, stinky.
Advice dog.
Can I just brought me back to the year 2007?
Don't forget Courage Wolf, my man.
Oh my god.
You want to feel a 2007 meme, bro? Remember Bad Luck Brian?
Oh my god.
No, you just brought me back.
Bad
to
Luck
the-
Brian catches a millipede, gets stinked on.
Becomes shitty. Okay, every time, imagine, you know what?
Did you get exhausted mid-sentence?
Me?
Sounded like it. You just
I
like,
did.
hold on. Ugh,
I'm like,
you need to recharge.
yeah, I do. Okay, recharged.
I'm still upset over the squats.
No, I need to do my squats today. I still haven't done them.
Oh god, what's a good way to make historical do squats?
Speaking of 2007,
Every
Every
time
time he starts with a leading statement.
No, every time I mention a
That's
historical
evil.
fact.
Yeah, it's evil because like that's a lot of squats.
No, listen. Every time I mention a historical fact, I have to take 10 squats.
You've mentioned a lot less lately, but I feel that. I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect
Like,
the
I would say every time he says, okay, but actually, or like, okay, but I know this, or whatever.
no. I've done a lot that less too.
Every time he rambles onto another topic while you're talking about something.
Fuck no. At that point,
Actually, yeah. No. That's it.
I will scream the N-word and get us all banned.
Oh no.
Every time he says blank moment,
Oh my god, yes!
Fine.
Every time every time he says .com after a site.
Twitter.com. Like that. You know what? Fine. Every time I say this moment, I will do 10 squats. How about that?
Alright.
10 squats. Yeah, let's go. Historical size are gonna be so jacked.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna be beefy. More of a man than you, Kaiju.
Okay.
Guy's been doing his challenge for much longer though, so
Yeah.
Ew.
don't you give him shit.
And
Does
I
he
have a
actually
job.
beefy legs, though? Wow. Okay, telling this to a student.
Yeah.
Weren't you looking for a job, historical?
I still am, but then.
oh wow, look at Mr. Look, we got employment. Oh, fuck you.
I thought you had a job.
He does.
I
He's
sort of
does.
do, but it's at that weird stage where, like, I might be going back to work on Tuesday, but, like, who knows how long it'll last. It's because the winter is really fucking weird.
I was gonna say winter at a golf course doesn't sound like that popular. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
It's not. That's
Never-
why I haven't been to work in over a week, because it's been too cold.
Although I wouldn't completely underestimate white people. They do love golfing.
Bro,
And they
white
do-
people are terrifying.
So
That's
that's
what I'm
what
scared of.
scares. That's what scares Palm.
Nah.
Aw.
White people are the craziest kind of people, though.
They're-
What
they're
does
not-
I think it
scare you?
depends.
I
When it comes
actually
to certain things, the white man is fucking insane. When it comes to others, there's definitely like other people will take over.
am- the evil white man. I was gonna mention
See, I would have gotten a squat out of you right there with that leading statement. Damn!
Mother.
Yeah, no.
Planned for
Fucker.
this.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm also really dumb. I said no, so. But Palm, what is your
Huh?
biggest phobias?
You're scared of my boy.
Ah.
My lad.
Well, see, it's like one of my biggest fears, but like I'm really curious about it, and I really want it. Well, I don't really want it to happen, but it'll happen. It'll happen someday. But like, it's common universal one. Everyone's scared of death, and I'm like, I've grown to the point to be so comfortable with it. Like, I should say it's my former biggest fear, because I mean, everyone's had their, oh my god, my existential crisis. Oh no, the fear of not existing and being stuck in the void and not realizing I ever exist, and all of my history will ultimately not have mattered because I don't even have a recollection of it. Like all that dumb bullshit.
Motherfucker,
I've been down that
just
path.
had one- I just had one last week. Don't do it again to me.
But see, that's the thing though. I hit a point of catharsis where I was just like, I can spend my waking days being afraid of death and like dreading it and just kind of wasting more time that I have being alive thinking about it, or I could just enjoy it, and then when I get there I'll figure it out. And so after getting to that point, I kind of got to the point where I was more curious about it. And I've had a couple near death experiences in my life. And there's a couple points where I've been like, yeah, maybe that is what happens after. But when the time comes, like I said, I'm curious about it now. I'm not rushing to it to figure out what happens when I die, but it's just like it'll be nice to have the ultimate question answered and to be on the other side of it.
You go
I feel
straight
it.
to heaven.
No.
Alright, he can't. He's horny.
You're sitting there, Palm. You feel a cold sensation over you. You feel nothing. You can't see anything for some reason, as if your eyes have been slammed shut for a while, and you feel the area beneath you rumbling consistently, and you slowly
No.
manage to get the strength
Fuck
to open
you.
your eyes.
Fuck you!
And
I
some-
know where this is
And
going.
some Nordic
I know-
individual looks at you and he says, "Oh, you're finally awake."
I knew where this was going. I knew where this was going. I'm like,
You-
no.
You wake up in a cart with Triple H.
Oh my god. Where are you taking me, Triple H?
Get in, bitch. We're going mammoth hunting.
Wait,
Well,
wait, WWE Isekai.
Get to WWE,
Bruh.
get to
That's
Isekai.
that's my. You know what? That's honestly my fear.
Being
What?
Isekai.
If I
But,
die
like-
and it turns out that what was the one correct religion was just isekais, and just you wake up, and then when you die, you wake up, and there's just some shitty god in front of you going, "Do you want to save the fantasy world from the Demon King?" I'd be like, "No, get away from me." They'll be like, don't you want to be born with intense magic power? I'm like, get the fuck away! Back off! Demon! Liar! Soothsayer! Silver tongue!
This is a funny one, but back on the actual topic of like,
Oh,
Like,
Ooh.
I would say though, out of like my near-death experiences, there was one in particular. It was the second time I had like almost passed. That was really kind of scary in particular because like I was at a party with some friends and I was at a table just kind of out of my head. Like I don't really want to explain the particulars of that moment, but at that point in time, I realized it kind of was like I was losing a little bit of my consciousness, right? And I was like, huh. Alright, that's a little weird. I'm still here, though. I'm still hanging out. And then the living room floated away. And I was like,
What?
that's not good.
Huh,
Alright,
that's...
and then suddenly, everything started getting darker. And darker and darker around me. And the table in front of me started stretching out for like miles and miles on end. And the only light was this one swinging light from above. Like, it was like some scary ass interrogation room, like where
What if the numbers
you know
make sense?
someone's gonna hold a fucking knife to your neck or a gun to your head, asking you for answers. But it was like something triggered in my head at that exact moment, like, oh, this isn't good. Oh, this isn't good at all.
Which yandere
So-
kidnapped you?
What?
Which yandere kidnapped you?
I don't know at that point in time, but I ran into one later. But that's later in the story.
Did Yondev kidnap you?
No,
Oh my
no,
god,
we're
he
avoiding
fucking
that.
made me drink from the cum chalice.
No, we're avoiding that fucking topic. Shut up about it.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Again, and we can't go a single one without him being brought up.
The last one.
We literally
we
cannot
need
go
to.
a single
We need
one
to.
without it being brought up.
You just had to fucking open your gob.
It was you who
Okay,
brought
anyways,
him
you
up.
were saying, like, you had this table stretching out before you. Well, come on, keep going.
Well, anyways, it was almost like a little hypnotic at that point in time because like I started like I had the moment of realizing like, oh no, this isn't good. But then I sort of like you know how you always have your persistent sense of self? Like, you always know you're there. You always know you're alive. You always know who you are. That slowly started to melt away. It was kind of like I felt like I was being eaten up by the void, and I forgot who I was. I forgot what anything was. It was kind of like being a fucking like third-person camera in Gary's mod. If I had to even try to compare it to anything like that, and then like I slowly started to like. At that point, I guess it was something like really primal in me. It was like, and it related to like I had the same feeling the first time I had a near-death experience where I just like I needed to shout help, and I tried it over and over again, but I couldn't do it. I literally just could not do it. It was like I was being choked out by something, and I try. And again, I'm at a party surrounded by people around me all at the same time, and I like. For some reason, I don't acknowledge any of them. I can hardly acknowledge myself. And I'm trying to scream out help because I know there's something wrong with me. And I just fucking can't. And finally, I can't remember if it was either I bit my top lip or I just like bit the shit out of my bottom lip, and it was enough for me to start mumbling out help. And like it started out light, it started out louder and louder, and finally, like one of my buddies was like, "You okay, man?" And then like, I think I slowly started to like realize he was there, to the point it was like cold, hot. I think I said cold shower, hot shower. I was like dragging onto him. It's like it ends up with me basically getting chucked into a shower, and I black out. And in that moment, it's just straight black. It's just a straight, absolute cut to black until it was weird. It was like I was hearing singing, and I saw. It's really weird to kind of describe this so long after the fact, but I was hearing like this really, really beautiful melody, and then like in my vision, like slowly but surely, and I completely lost my sense of self at this point in time. I saw like these two people dancing in front of me, and they kept singing and singing and singing, and I guess I slowly started to like feel myself come back to being, and before I realized it, I was outside. I realized I was outside, and like one person was like half holding me, and the other person to my right was like trying to feed me something, and I was like, wait. Wait, what happened? It was like, do you not? What do you mean? What happened? It was like, what do you mean? I have no idea. Why am I out here? It was like, where am I? And there's like, yeah, so buddy, I think you've been ODing for the past 4 hours. Are you okay?
Whoa.
What did you OD on?
Holy
That's none of your
shit.
fucking business.
None of your business.
Okay,
Holy
okay.
shit, dude.
If you guys want the official count, it was half a handle of McCormick's. It was a full bottle of cough syrup. It was
Whoa.
2 or 3 rolls, and it was, oh gosh, what was the last one? No, I don't. I think that was it. I think that was it for the night, and I was still running beers with the buddies since it was just like, yeah, I
My
basically should have
God.
been dead.
My dude, holy shit.
Yeah,
You
You're
it was
a
know,
bad.
trooper. You're a trooper. You're a trooper. Shut up.
You're a
You
trooper.
know, I was going to say there was an experience I did have, but I was helping someone out with that experience. If you would mind,
Okay.
can you tell if you have a story first, Kai? I can tell you can tell.
No, no, it was just pertaining to the drowning moment and how it was the way you described it. It kind of reminded me of some of the shit that I was thinking.
So so some of my friends from one of my old school, which included my brother, one of them had ties to people who would sell how do I put it? Shit that they shouldn't be doing at the age of 16.
Oof.
Oh, I've done
Those-
a lot of that stuff.
Like eat edibles and
Yeah.
snort cocaine.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Just a little bit of powdered sugar once in a while. That's fine.
There's powdered sugar in cooking class.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
it's
hearing
baking soda.
hearing someone you know bite into a twig while severely drunk and on the effects of drugs while screaming about how they need to bring that twig to their father, also gonna get in massive trouble, is bizarre to me.
I mean, yeah, just drug moment.
People
Yeah,
are
but
pretty unreasonable sometimes, especially when they're drunk. Cause like you can get caught up in a bunch that's like drunk or on anything. Now that I should
I mean,
say it, because you can convince yourself of a lot of things that aren't actually true. Especially some people that go under psychosis super easily.
but I've gotten what is it? Hallucinations before, but not when I was drunk or on the effects of drugs. That was when I got really sick. And I would have constant headaches, and it was especially a stomach cramp, which they later identified was appendicitis.
Oh, fuck.
So,
You alright now?
I mean, my appendix got the snip, and I'm alive today.
My appendix
That
crawled
was
out
it.
of my body and it writhed on all fours. It was quite terrifying. It
If
was,
he wasn't alright, he wouldn't be here.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
exactly.
it was
That
that
thing
one.
came
It was that one scene from The Thing. It was quite terrifying.
Bro, we got the Thing historical man.
But I remember one of the biggest things I do remember was my hands became really, really like they felt like they had shrunk down like to such it's like the size of an ant. And every time I would touch something, it would feel as if it was like 50 kilometers away, even if it was just a meter in front of me. I completely lost my sense of scale, sense of everything really. And every time I had to do something, I would awaken in what was effectively a haze, just a pained haze before I vomited into a pail and looked back at my wall. There was nothing else I could do. I tried to watch videos to, calm myself down, calm my nerves and everything, but what just ended up happening was didn't help. And it's just really weird thinking that your bed is 50 kilometers across, like not 50 kilometers, but it's exaggeration, but just very large, and that your room's far, far more stretched out than it actually is. And the entire time, I constantly heard the faint noises in my house, which would later be my little brother, just being my little brother. For a good moment, I thought that was just somebody else just breaking into my house and stealing shit.
Oh God.
Even if it was just footsteps, just like faint footsteps from my little brother. But I thought that was for a moment.
Jeez.
But it's just the fact that I zoned out completely, faded in and out of consciousness constantly. Until finally, my parents wake me up and they're like, "Son," I'm like, "Yeah." It's like, "Yeah." It's like, "We need to get you to a doctor. Something's wrong with you." Take me to the doctor. They find out I've had severe appendicitis. They rush me to the hospital, and well, now I'm alive today. Got it removed.
Epic moment.
But
Epic
apparently, if they hadn't removed it, that appendicitis was going to kill me within a few hours if they didn't treat it.
Good God.
God.
So that was my near-death experience. If you were
Fucking.
curious.
My God, man.
I nearly died that day, but I got better.
Glad to know you're still kicking, my boy.
Still kicking physically, but emotionally.
Emotionally, I could use some work.
Emotionally, my
Crash.
emotional appendix has burst.
Crash Bandicoot.
Emotional
Emotionally, my
appendix.
appendix is burst. Crash Bandicoot.
Crash, you got to fucking... Holy fuck!
Wow! Gas!
Wow! Wow!
Wow!
Oh
Neocortex,
my
I'm scared.
Crash Bandicoot. I'm
Holy
scared.
fuck, I didn't expect that. Oh my God.
This is why I love and hate this podcast.
Yeah.
That was my near-death experience right there.
Oh, I mean, is it okay if I mention the thing about drowning? Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Fine.
Is it?
The council
What?
approves.
Okay.
What?
I'm just
Yeah?
testing. I'm just testing.
Bro, I literally just went over like a 4-hour AOD and he just went
Okay.
over like him straight up absolutely minimizing in the middle of a bed. I think you're good to go, bro.
Kai, are you just testing the waters?
That's not funny. It was terrifying.
God.
I'm sorry.
I was terrified, Matthew.
I'm sorry. Proceed.
For pertaining to it, though, one thing that I noticed, like, emotionally, is I had, like, several moments, because it was probably only, like, a few seconds, but it felt like several minutes, which is why I understand whenever people mention, like, oh, time slowed down. It's just how much you're perceiving time going, you know? And I just felt like this moment, and it felt like at least 2 minutes, at least. But I had like this long period of time where I was just like, okay, this is it. This is me. I'm gonna die. You know, there was just this moment where I just gave in. Like, I stopped trying to fight back and I just started to sink. And suddenly, you know, I tried to get this motivation to try and swim up and get some help, which is really what bugged me there, because you noticed how you started to lose your, you know, sense of self, of all things, and how you tried to muster up anything you could to simply say help. And I remember that was one of the things that I was desperately trying to do as well. Just trying to yell out from the water, help. And it fucked with me when you said that, because it just reminded me of what was happening.
I'm so sorry.
No,
Bro,
I was talking to Palm. What you said was kind of funny.
Oh, okay.
Survival instinct is so fucking wild because I don't know what it is. It's literally just like a deep primal thing. Because like when you say it, and like you just know, you literally just knew. It was like, yeah, you feel like you can completely give up on yourself maybe on the way, but like there'll be a part of you that's just like, nah, dude, I'm not going out like this. I have to say something. I have to try to get help or try to survive this. And for you to be drowning and do that? No, fuck that. Nah.
It was so
Like-
fucking terrible. I think that's the closest I've ever been to death, and it scared the shit out of me. Because it was just, like I said, the idea earlier with dying in the ocean. I was scared nobody would notice.
Oh shit, dude.
And it's kind of weird thinking back on it, because you start thinking, on everything that you did in that moment, and you're like, huh, that was kind of weird for me to do, but I guess it must have helped in some way, because it was like an instinctual thing to do that. Because one of the things that I did randomly was I tore off the shirt that I was wearing. I don't know why. While I was in the water, I just tore it off, and I was trying to use that to climb up for some reason, even though that was a stupid idea, I feel.
I kind like I feel that. Like I guess something like kind of just primal has just happened. I guess, and you're just like, ah!
I mean, like at that point, it's holding me back. I'm tearing the shit off. Fuck you, shirt. I'm fucking busy. I gotta live.
You rejected humanity, embraced monkey.
Oh my
I
God.
reject my humanity, Jojo.
Wait, but monkeys can't swim.
Yes, I can.
They don't swim well.
You don't swim well.
Become orangutan. Embrace it.
Now, one thing that I
Dinner
noticed,
Duker
though,
boy.
neither of those near-death experiences match at all what Historical went through, which sounds a lot more unsettling.
Sounds a lot more
that
trippy.
That I was tripping out in my fucking bedroom.
Yeah, no offense, mine sounds like, a typical horror movie. Palm sounds
like a trippy drama movie.
Yeah,
like Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah,
But what does mine sound
some that
like?
makes you scared emotionally. Yours
is a cool
yours
video.
sounds Lovecraftian.
Like that I was tripping out in my own bed and just fading it, like just becoming, like, changing in size every few seconds.
Yeah, yours sounds like Lovecraftian horror in the form of dying.
Yours was just an early goddamn Tool video.
Of course, that's how you describe it.
I know the piece is fit.
Oh, dude, it's like a Tool video.
Dude, he's going off.
That's what scares me, Matthew's guitar.
It's haunted.
It's haunted by the spirit of previous bad players.
Oh.
It's haunted by the spirit of previously useless bass players.
Oh. Oh. But Kai, you can't just say that.
My bass playing hand. Oh, guess the band's over.
Fuck you.
Bass players have feelings too.
Oh, no, that's what scares me. Bass players coming into my house and beating the shit out of me for making fun of them.
Bro, they're gonna hit you with the slap bass hand. It's gonna be strong.
Ah, God, that looks painful to do.
I mean, it kind of is.
The only thing more painful is Historical laughing at me.
I'll talk more about bass playing if we do an episode about music.
One of these days we gotta do a music episode, but keyword one of these days, not now, because
Right now, we're focused on phobias
yeah, Phowobias, and you can
and
tune in on
fears.
those. And this is a word from our sponsor. Historical, give us a sponsor. Just pretend to be a sponsor.
I sponsor this episode with the power of pee pee and poo poo.
Great job. We'll definitely get an actual sponsor soon. If we're doing a Raid Shadow Legends ad, you're all gonna have a part.
Fuck off.
Yes.
No.
Guys, I'm
No.
bored of just playing shitty old mobile games on my phone. I need something with deep customization, thousands
and
of
an
playable characters, and an in-depth world that I can get into.
Oh, Cross! I have this great game for you. Just describing what you asked for. It's called Raid Shadow Legends. TM.
Every
But
time I
you
hear
don't understand, Kaiju. Raid is the game I'm bored of.
What? Wait, no, our sponsor, our money.
You just look over to your massive pile of dollar bills, and you're like, no, and then it just fades away from
I was
existence.
about to say every dollar individually, like Thanos is away.
I watched it all die in that one little moment.
Oh, that's a phobia. Just watching my money burn. My rent.
No, my money, Mamma mia.
Mr. Krabs over here.
Oh, actually, can you imagine being poor? I can. I don't want to be poor again. That shit was.
How
crazy.
poor is poor?
Come on, man. You know.
That's deep.
I know how poor. Yeah, okay, but like, yeah, no one wants to be struggling. Like, oh man, I think being like dirt poor ever again, that probably is like it's a latent fear, but it's not like an explicit fear. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's more like. It's not quite fear. It's more like dread, I guess. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I could see that. Cause like, I don't see that ever happening in like the future. But I could say that it's probably like I would never want like. Of course, nobody would ever want to be like that poor. But like, ooh man, like optionally going or like optionally, but like getting to the point where it's like, I guess I'll have pancake mix for the next 3 months again. Yippee!
Oh boy,
Yeah.
I can't wait to eat rice.
And
And
more rice.
With a side of rice.
Oh, I can't wait to eat a sugar sandwich again. Yummy!
Yay!
And Kool-Aid. If I'm being real nice to myself.
Oh,
Over
dude,
here, you
I'm gonna be
eat
really
Kool-Aid
fancy and
things
put
on
my
toast.
Kool-Aid in an ice cube tray.
Holy shit, this guy's popping off.
Now I'm living the fancy life. Oh, dude, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna save the popcorn bag and then use it whenever I make ramen so I can make crispy ramen. Again.
Ingenious.
That's something that I
I
did, and it was haunting to me.
I will say, living that kind of life does teach you how to be really creative with like small things, like and really make them last.
Yeah. Except for your happiness. That starts drifting away.
Happiness. Well, happiness is optional.
Happiness is a warm gun.
Warm gun.
Bang, bang,
Oh,
Bang!
Junior.
Shoot!
Happiness.
I thought you hated the Beatles.
Yeah, I do.
But for this moment, he fell back in love.
Just this once. I understand.
How warm is that gun, Kai?
Kinda cold.
Ooh, we need to heat it up.
The best way to heat it up is with today's sponsor.
Oh my god.
With today's sponsor, shit. What's our
Frank's
sponsor
Red
today?
Hot.
Frank's Red Hot. Just heat that bitch up with some Franks, right? That's their logo, right?
Yes, their logo is Heat That Bitch Up.
That's my phobia, not knowing how to sponsor someone. I will accept any sponsors, please.
Please.
Please, I'm
anyone.
sorry.
Please. I
Sponsor me.
I have like 50 kids I need to feed.
Please, it's
In
snowing.
fact, I'm feeding my kids my other kids. Please help me.
I'm having to feed my youngest to the others.
He was the weakest.
I'm sorry, Kana.
Kana confirmed the weakest.
It's just a picture of me holding Kana up to the oven while the other kids are at the table.
You know, Kai, I told you to stop being a whore. You wouldn't be in this fucking situation.
You can't blame me for having kids.
Yeah,
can-
too many.
I'd
I
rather
can
have...
blame you for adopting so goddamn many.
Look, would you rather I try and pay child support? No, I'll just have them.
Adoption's an option. It has option in it.
I don't know, look at them, they were so cute. Precious little things, I had to.
This dude out here, like, saying, oh, Artorias is such a cutie.
Oh, dude, Virgil is such an adorable little boy. I'm going to adopt him.
Little boy for sure.
I was
Fucking
going
A.
to say,
I'm
though,
feeling motivated.
I was going to say genuinely one of my greatest fears my wife cheating on me though. On the topic of family. I have to do 10 squats now. Hold on.
Yeah. Do 10 squats.
Yep.
Yep.
It was like, that was fast.
Yeah. Anastasia. Yeah.
Fuck you!
God.
I will fucking crawl up to Montana on my fucking
No,
arms.
you fucking doxed me. Fuck you. Shut the fuck up.
It's just a state.
Yeah, you.
One of the biggest states in the United States. We're fine.
I don't care. Someone could find this podcast, be like, oh, I don't like the way this kaiju talks. I'm gonna hunt him down and shove a catheter up his ass.
I'm gonna crawl.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And because I live thousands of kilometers away from you, right, my hands are gonna be jacked. Just jacked when I see you. You're gonna open your door and you're gonna scream.
It's okay. You know what? I'll do you a favor, Kai. I will reverse Doc's historical. He lives in Texas, the other fucking biggest state in the U.S. Good fucking shit.
Haha, now we're equal.
Yeah.
We are on an equal playing ground.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna crawl up and find you.
Actually, you know, that kind of reminds me of an interesting fear. Well, the fear of being hunted.
Oh yeah.
Like something coming after you.
I think I'd be scared of that, but I don't think it's a phobia of mine.
How do I? Okay, this is weird, but that's what motivated me to like be quick when taking the trash out at night.
Or, you know, running up the basement stairs after turning off the light.
Like, I'd be taking out the trash, it's like, okay. They're at the entrance of the town. They are running. Run. Because I used to live in a really fucking small town that was just like one road. And so, if they ran fast enough, they could get me.
You know what that reminds me of?
Bro, I think you're pretty swift.
You know what that reminds me of?
What's that?
That reminds me of the old house that I used to live in, right? Very, you know, it's the South already, so that's already creepy. But it's the back area of the South. And one of the things that I heard back then was like, oh, yeah, please don't just walk across the side of the road, please. And we were told this by a gas station attendant, right? We were,
Right.
you know, kind of wondering why. And they said, well, that's because sometimes people get snatched.
Ooh.
By what?
People.
Oh.
So, you know, hearing that as a young kid, I suddenly became afraid of nighttime at my house.
That's fair.
Not because, you know, something was actually there, but just the idea that someone could be. You know?
Me.
Yeah.
I'm coming for you, Kaiju.
He was always...
Get in the car.
Palm was always there. Always there for me.
I was trying to scout you and
Okay,
put you in the WWE.
I have to put in just a fucking photo in.
Don't worry, I'll put it in the chat.
I gotta bump that shit up so I don't see it anymore.
He clicked on it again. It was like, holes.
I'm not putting that in the banner.
I'm putting that in the one where we discuss actual haha.
Yeah, that's funny. That's not real.
My
Hey,
legs.
Kaiju, you're in the ocean and this happens. Find him.
Yeah, I'm definitely not putting that in the fucking banner. I put like one thing in the banner, it's the whole thing.
It's the hand. It's the holy shit.
This is what jacking off does to you. Still think it's cool, kids?
Alright, I'll give you something really horrifying.
Uh-oh.
This sends a picture of a black man.
Oh no.
Oh my
God!
god!
Racist. Okay, yeah.
Why are the Twin Towers in the background?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
I'd say this is pretty scary. I'm gonna put it in.
Oh, that's canon though.
What?
It's now canon.
I'm going to now ruin this banner. And yes, ruin it because I think this is one of my better banners.
Implying it's already hasn't been ruined by the fucking hand.
Dude, I think this kind of ruins it. Are you kidding?
Oh.
Bro, think about it. That hand has so many holes, though.
Dude,
Think
come
about
up
it.
to your girlfriend, be like, "Hey, baby, how you doing?"
Oh, you know what that reminds me of? There's this one really sick dojin, right? And like this guy is trying to do every single one of the holes in this girl. And I do me every single one. And like he's literally put it in her hand, her face, her eye, everything.
Stop it!
Okay, alright.
Pout.
Anyways, it's a really
Riley,
messed up dojin. Read it for curiosity, it's great.
No, I'm not.
Give it to me.
Curiosity streams.
This is who sponsored us.
Why did they sponsor us?
Do it for the memes. Curiosity streams.
Curiosity streams, so you can see something else that's very fucking horrifying.
Oh, okay. So, but going back to our topic, another random ass. I'm not sure if I can call it a phobia, but another thing I'm fucking terrified of is kidney stones.
Oh, dude,
That's
they hurt
fair.
so much.
I've never had one. I stopped drinking Mountain Dew for like a year because I was so fucking terrified of getting it from from Mountain Dew.
I for a fucking week straight, I had like okay, so I was working at this driving range, right? This golf course driving range. And there's this guy who comes by who occasionally teaches me golf, Francis Chen. Bad lad, love him. He's great. And we had this little deal going on where I would get hit, like usually you only get a large bucket with the passives, but I'd hook him up with an extra large because he was nice.
Nice.
And then he eventually then was just like, okay, well if you're doing that for me, I'll get you some fucking drinks. And so he would constantly bring me energy drinks, which I love. I love the taste of energy drinks, like specifically like Monster, and all that. I genuinely like the taste. I had to stop because after like a week and a half of having almost one every day, like my kidneys hurt. I was like, no, this is not working out for me. I have to stop.
Oh wait,
And
no,
then the
this
next-
is the bad sign.
And the next time Francis showed up, I said like, you can't bring me these anymore. And he said like, he was like, oh why? And it was like because my kidneys have started to fight back.
Oh,
Hey kid, you want to piss rocks?
And so I've not had an energy drink, and I want to say close to. I had one energy drink 2 weeks ago, and that was after not having another one for like 2 weeks.
The last time I had an energy drink was like a 300 milligram of caffeine Rockstar. But that's because I had to drive home super late at night because I had band practice and I had work the next day. But my band practice is in Anaconda, so
I hate Rockstar. Rockstar's tastes just awful.
I will say.
Which is why you should drink Monster Energy Drink. Proud sponsor of the podcast, the official drink of the podcast.
No. We have to be realistic here. G Fuel.
no, dude. We have to be
Gamers
really
suck.
realistic here. We got Nas.
Nice.
Go away.
Do you have any idea how upset I would be if our sponsor ended up being Nas?
To be confused with the rapper.
Exactly.
Fucking Fucking Nas.
Who the fuck drinks Nas?
Oh, dude, and Old Glories, because I live down here in the south. Man,
Gotta get me
oh,
out of
dude,
there.
Old Glories are fucking like it's just fucking berry juice with like ginseng or whatever the fuck whatever. It's one of the three. Sugar water with energy juice. Will say, my actual poison between all of them, Red Bull. Sorry, it's Red Bull. It tastes
Yeah.
like shit, but it's like there's something about it that just actually does the trick for me. Everything else just kind of gives me like a sugar crash.
We're very off topic.
Yeah.
Unless we're trying to say that energy drinks scare us.
I mean,
Kidney stones, man.
I'm scared of kidneys. I'm scared of kidney stones.
I'm scared of you.
Alright, now another thing that does unironically terrify me because gonna move this back to on topic.
Thank you.
And you're not gonna make me do 10 squats for it this time, Palm.
Yeah, 10 squats. Let's go.
No, you do 10 squats.
For what? I didn't go off topic.
Being pee pee poo. Yeah, you went on a topic. You became pee pee poo poo.
Yeah, you did. You got us off topic.
Do 10 squats. Come on, do it.
Well, you know what? I never agreed to that, so get fucked.
Okay, but can you like?
You know what?
Say what you gotta fucking say, dude.
I'm driving up to
Please,
your state
just fucking give us a topic.
There you go. There's my 10 squats for getting fucking fixated on my squats. Get fucked.
right.
Fuck, he's right. Just fucking do it. Okay,
Alright,
okay. I'll think of something that's scary.
You know what? All right, I will bring it actually back then. So my actual current greatest fear, greatest phobia is one pretty basic. Heights. Well, not heights. Well, yeah, heights in general.
Dude, do you have any
'Cause,
idea how
like-
terrifying heights are?
Yeah.
Bruh, like the irony to this though is I want to go skydiving.
What kind of fucking
Like, I
psychopath
just-
likes skydiving?
It's just ripping the band-aid. It's literally just ripping the band-aid and saying, well, I hope you either get over it or you better hope the guy behind you can pull a fucking shoot. And if you don't, well, fuck it. I guess you died trying to conquer a fear. Oh well.
Here's the thing. I also have / had a fear of heights, and I took up rock climbing. Rock climbing, super fun, by the way. So I also, even though I have a fear of heights, and like when I look out like Illustrate, I'm like, this is fucked. I also really think skydiving would be super fun.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I think I'd only ever do it once, because
Yeah.
every time you go skydiving, you're rolling a fucking dice for you to just fucking hit the ground at like terminal velocity. Even if it's a small chance, every time you go skydiving, you're rolling that fucking dice. I will roll it once in my lifetime.
Dude, when this pandemic's over, like, let's all get an Airbnb fucking meet up in California and go skydiving.
I don't want.
I
Yeah.
dig
I
that.
don't want.
Like, actually.
I'm okay with meeting you guys. I'd love to actually meet you all, but let's not go skydiving.
Bro, you're gonna be Hank Hill on the ground and
No,
watch
no,
me hit the
tell you
fucking
what,
ground.
Tell you
I
what,
think you
we'll
all
go to the beach. We'll go to the beach. We'll go to the beach. That's encountering my fear.
I also think you all forgot one extra thing. I don't live in America.
For now.
Well,
I want to
hey,
drag
for-
you out of there. Kicking and screaming.
I mean, you won't live here soon.
Yeah, and I'm not going to be in America soon as I'll be
Well-
out of this country.
We'll pay for your fucking visa.
Oh,
Wait, what? Are you like you're moving already again?
No, I have plans to. I'm only gonna stay in America for another year, and then I'm gonna move up to Canada, where I'm gonna take uni.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Well, then we'll all go to fucking Canada then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have a fucking poutine.
Yes.
No.
Exactly.
No.
We'll meet up in Montreal wearing Sean Screwed Brett shirts.
Fuck no. not
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
No. I'm going to show up to Montreal wearing a Brett Screwed Brett shirt.
Back on topic. I have to move it back every fucking time.
Thank you.
You move it back. All right. Anyway. So the thing about heights, though, is like as you were saying, Cross, it's one of the most controllable fears. I would say it's the one of you can interact the most in like controlled environments the best, because like rock climbing, skydiving, roller coasters. Because God, I love me some fucking roller coasters, even though they scare the piss out of me.
Ugh.
Like the thing is, like when I was a kid, I used to love fucking climbing shit. I would love climbing trees. I would climb buildings. I would just climb shit just for the sake of saying, yeah, I did it. And then I would get to the point where I was like, I would look down and be like, ah, fuck. And I'm not even sure. Like, I think there's two key moments that like really triggered that fear, like super hard and innately. Because like there was one time when I was in an airplane, right? And I think this is more of a fear of planes than heights at this point, but like I had to ride it by myself, and I was like 4 or like 5 or something, and my mom couldn't afford a ticket. She was just like, "Oh, you'll just go see grandpa and grandma on the other side. It's all right." And the play was through, so like I don't know, it felt like an eternity of like turbulence, and I was just there by myself, and it was fucking horrifying. I was like, the plane's going down, no. But
Sounds
and like,
fucking worse.
oh, I got there at the end, and I feel like it was a changed man, well, changed boy. And then, like, the entire time, I just dreaded going back, and I had to fucking go back. But at least that time was smooth. But I fucking hated it. I fucking hate it, and like, it was up until a couple of years ago. Stopped hating planes, but like, fucking fuck planes too. Fuck
I mean,
heights.
there's always just like whenever you take a plane, eventually you'll have that clarification where you're like, huh, I really just am in a metal tube going thousands of kilometers an hour, just suspended in the air.
No, you're not.
With like the only thing keeping me from the infinite like earth void down below is like a thin strip of metal.
No, it isn't.
That's why if we meet up, I'm not
It
taking
is.
Allegiant.
No, planes don't exist.
What do you mean plane? No, we're not talking about this.
No, planes don't exist.
All right,
It's a Lovecraftian god.
all right, all right. So heights, yeah, okay, we went over that.
I was going to say
Yeah, might scare me too. I
one
can
thing
agree.
that does genuinely terrify me, and oh shit, I have to do squats for this one.
Just fucking say it.
Say it.
Being in trenches, like an actual trench line.
Oh, World War One.
Yeah, that and the Iran-Iraq War, because tales from those, like actual stories you hear from them, scare the shit out of me.
Dog, how can you not be scared of that shit?
Because here's the thing, you're stuck in an area, right, where your best friend's probably a rotting corpse underneath like a mountain of mud. Your feet smell bad and probably rotting as you speak.
Foot
What?
fetishist, worst nightmare.
Shut up!
Yeah, baby.
Oh god, no.
I need to shut the fuck up sometimes. My God.
Dude, you
Okay.
fucking do
Okay,
sometimes.
okay.
But it's just like the idea that you're in this dark, just frankly depressing place, and you don't know any time. You could literally be killed in a shell or gas tank at any moment. It's just that absolute feeling of helplessness really drives home to me. Just because if I can fight back in a situation, right, or reasonably get away, I'm not actually going to be that terrified.
But
I'm
if you're
terrified of when I can't do anything to fight back and I just have to pray that luck is on my side and I can just get through to the next day. That is the
if you're in a
scariest thing.
hole in a ground in the ground, like surrounded by other holes, you know? That didn't make sense. You know what I mean though.
Yeah,
If
I
you-
understand.
Yeah, that just scares me.
I mean, I guess that's, one of the reasons why PTSD is common,
Yeah.
especially back at that war, because there was a lot
Yeah.
of dramatic shit.
Yeah, but it wasn't. But the thing is if we want to get a bit specific with this, like, it wasn't called PTSD back then at that point. In
was
fact,
shell shock.
PTSD wasn't a registered psychological issue / effect, like, till, like, I think past the Vietnam War.
It was
They knew
shell shock?
something was happening, but they didn't know what it was.
That, and they socially kind of rejected it. They kind of just went, well, pick up yourself, get back into it. The reason it took that long, or part of the reason it took that long for it to get, like, actually checked, was because anyone in those positions was just like, nope, it's just shell shock, you're just a little spooked, just hurry up, get back into it, get back to the fighting.
You'll be fine.
Yeah,
Just eat a
yeah.
cookie.
I'm just gonna say it. Fuck war.
Wow, controversial opinion. War
Dude,
bad.
I know,
what the
I know.
fuck? I disagree so much. I want to kill people.
Bro, war good.
I want to fucking go to war and kill an entire village of babies.
I'm just gonna.
I
War is
do-
pretty stinky.
need to get going soon. I still have to do some filming and stuff for a video I want to release on the 31st.
Well,
Yeah.
guess what? Guess where you can watch that video on the 31st? Right there on that link at YouTube channel /Giga. That's Crossstar's channel. You can check him out anytime. Go ahead and subscribe because he's a cool dude, and I fucking love him, and I'd suck his dick.
My bad. I looked up Crossstar on YouTube and I just found a Honda Jazz.
no,
Or you-
it's just called Cross. Just kidding.
Or you can look at a Honda Jazz, I guess.
Oh,
You know, I
crap.
think we've been doing this for almost 2 hours.
Yeah, 1.5 hours. We can start wrapping it up.
Good stream, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I had a lot of fun, even if we weren't on topic.
we were on topic for a while. It's just at the end we started.
Yeah.
Again, I've noticed a pattern here. Whenever we're at the end of the podcast, we tend to slip a little.
We become funny.
We become funny.
Bitch, I'm always funny.
That's a Crossstar quote. Hardy har. Who else but Cross?
Oh wait, hold on. Then if we're gonna be doing that bullshit, then let me just get that's there.
You went to prison too?
I think this is the perfect time to end it off. My name has been Historical Man.
I bet it has.
You can keep going, Cross. After everybody finishes their name. How
Play
about
us out.
Intros and outros, baby. Come on, we've had that outro. Palm, what's your outro?
Oh, we're doing an outro?
Yeah, we're finishing up, buddy. We're wrapping up.
Oh, okay. I'm Palmtop Tyrant. I think about streaming at Twitch TV /Palmtop_Tyrant. Like to see you there if I'm ever there. And fuck Kaiju.
Oh. But I'm Kaiju. I apparently have lost my best friend Palm because he dislikes me.
Yeah.
You can, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can just check twitch.tv/KaijuDragon.
I've invoked his fear.
And I've been Funky Unky Matt, reminding you that online friends aren't real.
Shut the fuck up.
Historical, have you done an outro yet?
Yeah.
I was a figment of his imagination.
All right. Then my outro, I guess. What's the quote I go for today? Oh, I know. As always, I have been Crossstar, the two-toned echo tumbling through time.
Play us out, Cross.
Oh, shit. I gotta get the box open again. It's struggling.
I'm gonna stop the stream right at a good moment, man.